Hello, welcome to a Not So Awesome review, and today we're looking at the Marvel Legends Demogoblin Build-A-Figure. This is the Goblin himself, fully built. I figured I'd go with this guy next, because he's probably the most anticipated figure to be reviewed. Next to Superior Octopus, I think he's probably up there. But yeah, I wanted to get this guy out of the way because he is really awesome. His glider is so good. It's so much better than the one we got with Hobgoblin, which I think is the same one that came with Green Goblin, but I didn't get Green Goblin. It's really disappointing time in that one because I was collecting when he came out and I just never found him. It never happened and it's sad. But anyways, I really love the glider. I wish we got one with Red Goblin because he definitely deserves the same treatment glider wise. But anyways, to build this figure you do need to buy one of everybody in the pack. It's not one of those packs where one figure doesn't come with a piece. Number 1 is the left leg, number 2 is the right leg, 3 is the arms, 4 the head, and 6 the body, with 5 being the glider, that being everybody in the wave. So Velocity Suit Spider-Man, Spider Armor Mark III Spider-Man, Superior Octopus, Vulture, White Rabbit, and Shang-Chi. Is that how you pronounce it? I'm not sure. Yeah, you need all of them for this one, which is actually why I picked up the whole wave. Yeah, and I'm actually really happy with it. There are some reused parts. I'm just going to talk about that really quick, which would be the upper body, possibly the, like, I don't know what you want to call it, the crotch area. The legs, I might even be reused. They remind me a little bit of Captain America's legs, but I don't know. I didn't really take a good look. The boots are the Hobgoblin, Green Goblin legs, I'm pretty sure, just repainted. And so are the chainmail on the arms, but the gloves are original. The hands, I'm pretty sure, are original. They could be something else, but I don't think they are. And the head is a completely different, brand new head sculpt. Not the same as the one that came with the Hobgoblin. Like, you know, he had that little demon face that he came with. It's not the same one at all. Completely new head sculpt. And it looks so badass. Honestly, it looks really, really good. The entire figure looks really good. The paint on it, almost spot on. I would say the chainmail on the arms and everything could look just a little bit better. Not really much shading around the body, but the gloves are matted. The body is somewhat matted and everything, and it looks good. The glossy red does stand out a little bit. It probably would have been nicer if that was matted as well. The glider itself, freaking amazing. It is clear, it is somewhat see-through, it does have really nice paint throughout, and it does have a really good, like, goblin head burning thing going on there. And it does come with a triangular weird stand, but the fact that it comes with a stand so he's off the ground is just awesome. It does stick in there pretty good. I will say, putting the figure together was easy up until you get to the head. The head definitely takes a lot of pressure to put on there. You need to really force it in there. So just a heads up on that. That did take me about 5 to 10 minutes to get in there. The right arm does want to pop off a little bit when I'm messing with him. But other than that, sculpt-wise and looks-wise, A+, worth it just for this figure. I know he's not the biggest Build-A-Figure we gotten or anything, but it is such a nice figure that it's definitely worth it. Anyways, let's move on to some articulation. Okay, so like I mentioned, it does come with this clear stand right here, which is on like a ball hinge kind of thing. So you can rotate it, but obviously, you know, you rotate it a little too much, then it becomes like weighted back and stuff. I'm sure there's a way to counter it, maybe add like something here, like if you wanted to glue, I don't know. I'm automatically thinking magnets, but just something here to like help weigh it down, or even tie something down with these other little holes. It will hold a lot better. But otherwise, it's not bad. You can see the problem with it, you know, it's not the greatest, but the fact that it came with one, awesome. I'm for it. Anyways, let's pop that off and take a quick closer look at the glider itself. Like I said, the paint on it, it's really, really nice. It looks good. The face on it looks good. I love just the gradient effect it has on the flames and everything. It looks awesome. I'm really happy with this. Again, I wish Red Goblin came with something like this. I wish all the goblins came with something like that, you know, something just as detailed, because they definitely deserve it. Anyways, articulation-wise, it's so-so. Head can't really look up too much or down too much. Can look left and right. And there's a little bit of a pivot, but not much. The cape does get a little bit in the way. The hood, I think, is what's actually blocking most of that movement. The arms, I did try to mess with them as much as I could, but let's see if I can even get it. Yeah, no. See, like, it shows how high you can get it in there, and then you can kind of force it back in, but yeah, the arms don't want to go up too much. Like I said, if you push it, it just wants to come out, so. Arm articulation could be better. A little bit better on this one than on this one, but yeah, not great. Rotation on the arm, again, it's a little stiff, but it's workable. Upper bicep rotation. Double jointed elbow right there, which does decent enough. Again, wrist rotation and hinged, which works great. These little chain thingies, which, you know, they could be a little bit better. They could be painted nicer, but they are rotatable. You can remove them if you pop off the hand. The belt is removable, I believe, right here. Yeah, you just pop that off. It comes off. You can put it on if you want to take it off. It goes all the way around. The leather on it, it is really nice. There is some kind of a little wash going on there, so it's a little bit of black and brown. The nice copper color on it. Again, the face just on the belt looks really good. You can lean forward that much, lean back that much. There is a big gap, but I don't really mind that. Rotation at the waist. Legs can go out that far. Can kick up that much. Can kick back that much. And rotation. Double jointed knee. Boot rotation, which is a little stiff, but it's there. And then leg up, back, and pivot. So he does have pretty okay articulation. I'm just gonna hold him here because I had the camera like high for for the stand and everything. Decent articulation, not, you know, the absolute best in the world, but for the figure, for what it is, I really like it. I did just bump the camera, so I apologize for that. And yeah, let's just move on to some size comparisons and wrap this video up. So here he is next to Hobgoblin, which, if I'm remembering correctly, shares the same exact body as Green Goblin. You can see the size comparison wise. He actually looks like he's shorter. I think they're about the same height. Like I said, the arms, you know what? Looking at them, they might be different because I feel like there is more chainmail on Hobby than there is on Demogoblin here. But it, you know, I'm gonna say they're different, but they could be the same. It could just be the paint. I don't know. I've been going back and forward with this since I looked him out of the package and compared them the other day. So could be different. I'm not actually 100% sure on it. I want to say it's possible. I don't know. It could just be an illusion of the light. But yeah, they do look good together. Again, you can see, you know, the body is pretty much the same. You know, the upper body and the lower body might actually be different. I'm looking at it. It might be different. The crotch area, you know, might not actually be the same exact thing. So there is that. Boots, you can see, same. Other than that, both good figures. Build-A-Figure, again, not the biggest we've gotten, but a pretty badass looking one. And yeah, moving on. Next up here we have him next to Red Goblin. You can see Red Goblin is just slightly taller. Of course, very different figures in the terms of goblins, but both pretty badass themselves. Yeah, I really wish I had that green one. Again, it's pretty much the same body as Hobgoblin, so the comparison really wouldn't matter. And I do have most of the Build-A-Figure Hobgoblin from a few years ago, but I don't have him complete, so I don't really see the point of comparing them really that much. Besides, he kind of falls apart too, a little way too much. But yeah, again, there you go with the Goblin family. And in case anyone is wondering, yes, the Red Goblin does fit on the glider perfectly fine, and it can sustain his weight. And lastly, here he is next to the Pizza Spider-Man, and you can see that he is a little bit good size taller than him. Not too much, but noticeable. Both look good together, and not much I'll say here, so let's just move on. So overall, as a Build-A-Figure, I can see why it might feel a little bit underwhelming. I mean, I do feel it just a little bit because, again, he's not the biggest guy. He's not, you know, anything we've gotten too different compared to, like, Hobgoblin, Green Goblin, and stuff. But the glider definitely sells the figure. The face sculpt 100% sells the figure. Articulation could be better, but the paint on it is nice. The glider, again, just sells it. There goes one of my lights, so that's my cue to wrap this video up. Do I think the figure is worth it? Yeah, I picked it up for a reason. I like it. I think if you like it, you should definitely go for it. The wave itself, pretty good. You'll get to see the rest of them pretty soon. But yeah, really good figure overall, and I really have nothing else to say about it. Again, articulation, you know, it's a little so-so on some things, but I think most people will be happy with it. That's where I'm going to end that, yeah. Anyways, that is my review for the Demogoblin Build-A-Figure. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you all later. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.